Well, shalom everybody from the Sea of Galilee. It's me, Josh, just hanging out here. Hey, Yohana Kassab from Jordan. Hey, let me tell you where you're from, right? There's the country of Jordan, right there. This is the Golan Heights, this is Israel, and that mountain range starts the country of Jordan. So Yohana, always good to see you here, my neighbor. Right there is the country of Jordan, that's where you're from. That's amazing. There's some animals I'm hearing inside here. This is the bottom of the Sea of Galilee, everybody. Shalom, shalom. So good to see you here. Hello in South Africa, hello in London, hello in Cyprus, hello in the Philippines, hello from London again. Hello guys. Shalom Miriam, Mishpacha, South Africa. Awesome. Well, it's so great to see. Hello in Delaware, hello in Colorado. Hello Marish in Hong Kong. Guys, I'm just here to say hello quickly. I don't have a whole lot of time. I am here somewhere. Let me get this button here. First of all, it's Father's Day, and my kids were so sweet to me today. I mentioned it on my Facebook Live. My kids drew me these beautiful cards and got me a prize. Lovely, lovely day. Morning, we're very, very busy. We're going on a trip on Friday to the States for a little bit, for a little vacation, and trying to get a lot of work done. But one thing we accomplished because of you guys is we reached our funding goal for the Live at the Garden Tomb album. I am so grateful to every one of you. I can't believe it. Thank God. I told my wife every time, and I tell many people, every time we do a fundraiser for an album, I fail. Every single fundraiser. We always have to do 2 or 3. We plan on doing one. We don't raise the money, then we're like, let's do one more. So this time we've done 2 fundraisers, and we're so glad we did the second one, because the first one we only raised like 10%. And this second one, you guys just came along, and we're so grateful for you being like a team, like a family. And we're just so astonished, we're amazed. Hopefully you can hear me with this breeze here. Let me turn around so you can see the view. But we're just amazed that we reached the goal, and I think we're a couple $1,000s over our goal, which is unbelievable. We still do have more money we need to spend. That goal was to pay all of our production team. For the crew that was filming that night was huge. The team that we used was huge. We paid all of our artists already, and we're finalizing that. So funding this album means everybody gets paid. That helped us make this album. So now, after this, we'll just have to pay for the editing, the editor, the master editor in Nashville, Tennessee. It's sitting in his hands right now to finish, to add that extra sheen so it sounds as professional, and he captured that night as best as possible as far as editing, or as far as mixing, I should say. But we're so grateful that we reached our goal, and thank you guys so much. I just wanted to say, if you know somebody who hasn't, let them know today is the last day. Yes, it's Father's Day. Hallelujah. God bless you, my father Andrew. Love you so much. You raised 5 kids. All of us love the Lord, and I think that's the best goal. My wife was just asking me today, what's your biggest accomplishment as a father? I said, well, I don't know if it's what I did, but by the grace of God, all 5 of our kids love God, and they're not swaying from the path. I know some of them are still little, but that's I think the biggest accomplishment as a parent. And you're never guaranteed that, because kids make their own decisions, but I'm just so grateful for it. But I'm here at the southern tip of the Sea of Galilee. Want to see the cool sign here? The highway's to my left, and the lake is to my right. Hart Kinneret. Kinneret is the Sea of how you say the Sea of Galilee in Hebrew, Kinneret. And it comes from kino, like a violin or like an instrument, because the lake is shaped like a violin. I mean, what better place would a musician want to live, right? than right here. The violin lake, the kino, the Kinneret. It's really unbelievable for me. I've been living here on the Sea of Galilee for 7 years, 8 years total. And we could never have picked a better place. I think I know why my rabbi chose this place. 2/3 of his ministry happened here. 2/3 of his miracles happened here. As a matter of fact, if you don't know where his miracle happened, if you were calling a miracle in your mind, it probably was here. It's quite incredible. For me, it's been so inspiring living here, and raising my kids, sending my daughter off to the Army in August, our oldest and our first child to the Army. Shuki just got, my 16-year-old just got a letter from the Army. The pre-Army sign-ups have to start for him in December, so it's getting very real for our family. who moved to this country. We chose willingly to move to the country, but my mother was born and raised right here in Israel. And we're just so grateful to see God use, and actually just to see that stamp that, okay, he did really call us here. It wasn't just an impulse, it was real. And we're just so grateful for it. But thank you guys. I have to head out. My son Levi, his school is close by, and he has a program tonight where he's dancing at school, doing like a special Israeli dance. And let me just see if I've never been on this trail before. This is like a tourist trail. So let me see what this is here. If I get eaten by something, you guys can tell the authorities. Oh, this is great. It used to be some sort of boat launch back in the day. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, that's great. Look at this. Well, be quiet in here. We're scaring all the wildlife away. All right, so how beautiful it is to be. Isn't that gorgeous? This is. I've actually never been. I've been around this lake so many times. I've got my own spots that I go to, and this is kind of a tourist spot off the highway because it's closer to where my son's event is. So I've never been here before. I just drive by it every day. But isn't that gorgeous? Doesn't it remind you? This is the same lake, same place that you read about in the Bible. Isn't it incredible? I love you guys. I'm grateful so much for what you've done in supporting our album. Oh, there's a lost paddleboard. I'm coming back for that guy with my paddleboard. See it? But anyways, I told my wife we don't get to, because I don't have a record label, we don't have like a win celebration. It's always on to the next project. And maybe that's the best way to stay humble and just keep moving on. But I'm just grateful to God for you guys. How much support you've shown. Hello in France. How much support you guys have shown throughout the years. And I've been doing this for 13 years. This is my Shabbat year. I've done only 4 concerts this year. And I don't have any other plans to do any more this year because I'm going to finish out my Shabbat year closer to my family and just kind of regrounding myself in God's calling and listening to Him more. And this, we're heading to the States here in a little bit to on vacation to be with so my daughter can see my family before she, her grandparents and her cousins that are in the States before she heads off to the Army. But thank you guys for making this season so great. Many of you bought the shirts and bought the hats, and like people are asking, how are you surviving without traveling and touring? Isn't that your bread and butter? Well, it's happening. You guys have helped support us, and just by buying shirts and CDs and streaming, all that stuff that really counts. So people always ask how they can support me. Just watch the music, stream it, and it all adds up. We're just so grateful for that, allowing us to get through this season. You know, we're living a little simpler, so I don't have to worry about any big purchases or anything like that. So, but God provides, and man, it's been a life of, faith steps. You know, this album was a $100,000 album, and I can show you the bills to hire a professional team, a huge crew. The Live at the Tower of David was a $100,000 album. It sounds like a waste of money to some people. For me, to have impacted 22+ million impressions on YouTube alone for that Live at the Tower of David, I knew Live at the Garden Tomb would be much more laser focused on a risen Savior, a risen King, and how much more of a reason to spend the money on professionalism. And you guys have helped us out so much. So listen, I gotta go. Levi's got his program in a couple minutes, and if you know somebody who hasn't pre-ordered yet, this is the last chance. It's going to end tonight, and they can pre-order at joshuaaaron.tv. Sign up for the newsletter as well, joshuaaaron.tv. I think the link is below, and get that, because if you get that by tonight, it's the last time. The next time you can get it is September 25th. It's going to be a long time. So the album isn't printed yet. It's being mixed in Nashville right now. It's being mixed in Nashville, and then we're hoping to have it printed by the middle of July. So you guys should have it. Those of you who pre-ordered by July, at least in the States, you'll have it by July, depending on shipping outside the U.S. You'll have it by July, and then September 25th, the world release will happen. So you guys be the first ones, and I'd appreciate you guys be the first ones to listen to it, because you guys have been here all the time, following me, supporting, sharing the music, buying the hats and shirts when you can, or if you have. We're grateful for any of it. So blessings to you from the Sea of Galilee. I am going to head off to see Benny dance, or Levy dance, with my wife Julie, and I wish you guys all the best. Shalom, shalom.